and welcome back once more to the documentation section. So basically, if as you're currently seeing, I've completed the project for this guy, completed the program for it already. So this is because due to the long wait hours I do usually have when trying to record and at the same time run side portal and simulation. So before now, I've been trying to like find out why exactly the whole lag and every other thing is happening. So not once I noticed that my PC can't screen record and still give efficiency to teleport at the same time. So what I'll be doing now is for smaller project like this, I would write the program down. Then like the documentation will be about the steps I took in in trying to get it done. Then for larger project I'll be doing also, what I'll be doing instead is that I'll be putting down I'll be doing project in batches. So after I finish a particular batch of that project, I'll do the documentation for it, then move on to the next batch. It's going to be in some sort of series. The documentation will be in some sort of series actually. So that we'll be doing from now on. Yeah, just to kill that efficiency, that time efficiency stuff. So basically, for this particular project, what we're meant to do is very easy. Just push a button and make sure this guy is filled up. Maybe I should just check. Let's just view the project actually. Let's just view the project. So for us to view it, I'll go to Chrome. Once I see Chrome, yeah, any of the browser actually. Sorry, my new window, yep, new window. So as usual, factoryio, anytime timer. So that's the name of the scene we're doing. Trying to document currently. So file, sorry, scene is this is filling down timers, right? Along. I hope I've not done anything wrong. Okay, let's it should be from real games directly. Oh yeah, no, yeah, this is real games. That's what this guy. What we're doing. Start the push button. It commences, and once it's reaches zero, this guy cuts off. And I think same thing with the discharge also. Yes. So it discharged till the countdown reaches, and that's all. So that's basically what we're doing. So as usual, go to files, drivers, your sensors. So you place your sensors. So since this is a series actually of different factory projects I'm trying to make into a particular file. So what I basically did was to go to configuration and I maxed out all of these guys. You get previous project I've already conjured from zero from input 0.0 to input 0.6 and output 0.0 to output 0.2. So this particular thing is going to take from 0.7 and Q output 0.3. That's basically that. So I'll have to go to PLC tags to create the tag table. This is the folder for it. So we have data inputs, we have data output, and we have int tags. That is for the timer. Yes, this is it. Sorry, the timer. So this timer is basically the timer you see on your screen here. Oh, sorry, that's this guy. That's the timer. So let me open it. I'll show it to you. Okay, no need actually. You can just see it from here. From here, I mean. So that's it. 0.7, 1.0, 1.1, 0.7, 1.0, 1.1. And let's close this. Let's open the output. So the output is Q 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, and 0.6. So 0.3, 0.4, 5, and 6. And lastly, the integer tags. Oh, sorry. So integer are double words value. Yeah. So Q the 30. Excuse me. Q the 30. Yep. So we are done with the tag definition. So moving on, we create a new function. So under the program block, we create a new folder called filling tag timers. Then inside of it, we created a new function. So for those who might not really know how to do this, let me try to document the process also. So just go to program block, left click, sorry, right click actually, not left click. Oh, and the loading has started again. Yeah, so you see add new group. So once you click on add new group, you rename it to whatever you want. Then inside the group, once you rename the group, then you can now add new block inside that same group. So that's basically how we're able to achieve this guy that you're seeing here. So now for us to do this, we need our local variable since this is a function. So we're able to call it. So the local variable, let me collapse this guy. So the local variable I consume during the process of doing this is the fuel and discharge only. And the reason we stated actually why we move on. So fill and discharge. So fill and discharge are the push buttons actually. Remember this we don't have any business with this. We just put it there just make sure things are ordered I mean. Yeah. So the all of these outputs, let's start. So first block, the first network is the fill operation. So like I like to break things down actually, like a big process. I like to break them down into several stages or several batches. So what's the first to do from YouTube? When you push the button here, this guy should start filling. Let's disregard the timer for now. You should know that once you press this fill button, then sorry. So once you press the fill button, this fill valve should open and yeah, you should start filling. I don't know if the filling okay, the filling this is not here. Here somewhere, should be here somewhere. Let's see. Oh, it's right here. Quite strange. But yeah, I was looking for the particular tag where they label this guy called filling. Oh, sorry. My bad. That particular filling is the light on the push button here. Let me show it to you. Exactly, the light on the push button. So if I should force it now and play, the light is coming on. And same thing with discharge. Discharging is the light on the push button. So that's basically what those two items are for. So now use the put your in your new ROM for the fuel operation. So once you push the button, disregard this for now. Once you push the button, the fuel valve and the filling should set because you don't push the button and hold it down. Push it once and release, and the whole operation should start moving on. So I'm using the actual tag here because of the kind of coil I'm using. I'm using the set reset coil, or should I call it a block? Actually, I can't really tell. And since this is a function, if you're making use of local variables here, it's not going to it's going to override because it's not like a function is something you just use once, use and dispose. It does not have any place to store that state, either on or off state. So that I'm using the actual tag variable here, and thus there's no local variable for it. So same thing for the discharge valve and the discharging. Same reason. So press the push button, this guy comes on. So you set this guy and same time you reset this guy. So this discharge is for interlocking. So that once you press this and you don't have to press this again. So once you press this guy or you press the problem at once, no operation happens. So that's the reason for this guy. And I'm using a normally open contact here because the push button is a normally closed contact. See that the green is actually different from all of them. That's the way to know that yes, this guy is a normally closed contact. So and after which I replicated the same thing for the discharge valve. So discharge normally closed. So once you push it activates, interlocking will fail. Then as at this point I set the discharge valve and the discharging LED and I reset the fuel valve so that this operation would stop. You get so okay, I don't know. Let me see if I can force these guys. Let me start the simulation and see if I can force it so we have to see what's happening. It's going to take quite some time. Okay, direct sorry, propellant. Ah, this needs all right. So let's start search. Tempting to connect to the device and speed time actually. Jesus. Okay, connection established and okay, let's wait for it to upload. Oh, I don't think this will- All right, load to the PLC and let's start our CPU. Ish. Okay, so now let's see what happens. Close this guy down. Come on, let me minimize this. Now it's not responding again. Okay, okay, responsive now. So let's go online mode. So we have to change force these values coming online. Okay, so now since the PLC, the factory is not connected, I don't know why I like using my hand to point. Since the factory is not connected, this particular button I set to be normally closed physically. Yep. would be connected directly because you're going to see it as, oh yeah, this button is normally open, that's why. So for us to do that, let us change this guy. Moment, please. Ouch. Okay. Let's change this guy to, let's modify. Oh, can modify. Okay. If that's the case, maybe we'll have to use pure simulation then. Or is there any need? Nah, for this actually. I'll just run it from here directly. Oh, okay. Now we get why I did this. Let's allow it to run. Okay, maybe I'll just pause the video so as not to increase the timing. I'll pause the video and wait till this whole loading stuff comes in. Okay, see you when I post when I resume the video back. Okay, so after several hours of waiting, this guy still doesn't seem to work. So I'm just going to leave it there and we'll make use of factory as a simulation to this stage. Moment, please, let's move down this guy so we'll have a broader view. I don't think you can hear me clearly actually. So this is for the field operation. So let's connect drivers, so I forgot to turn on the monitoring. How this does not take a very long time. Come on, please. We just want to monitor. Ooh, still nothing yet. Come on. Okay, maybe I'll just pause once more and then play back once the online mode is ready. Okay, so after countless hours of trying to get this guy to online mode while I still record, it's proved to us. So basically, what I'll be doing is I would just explain each of the blocks, each of the network, and run the simulation directly. That's what I'll be doing. So we explained block one already for the fuel and block two for discharge also. So let's watch that happen. So you just take your mind away from the timer that the timer actually exists there. I'm going to play it now and it sounds like it's continuing going to be filling. Based on how I've completed the program, that's how you're meant to see it. But if not, with what we've done, we just look like we're just trying to continue filling and filling and filling and filling. And same thing with the discharge also. So once I click on discharge also, filling with cutouts based on this um, based on this block here, cutout, few values get cut out. So that's that for that block. So now for the timing aspects, so this is exactly what I did. So anytime each time you push the fill button or the discharge button, you're going to start an off delay timer. So basically an off delay timer is delay to go off. So once you press it, the timer is going to count down before it gets energized. You get. So once it energizes, that's when it's going to cut out power from the valves. That's why I did the program. Now, for me to be able to display that's it now, that particular number. So first thing first, I created a data block, which is what I have here. Let me see if I can expand it out. Okay, so I did the data block, and in that data block, I have a structure that has all variables I need that concerns the timer, then the countdown and the tempo. Okay, this was during debugging actually, so maybe I have to just delete this. Sorry. Oh, I hope this blue button stops. Okay. So now, first thing first, the time the value I'll be getting here will be in time. That's the data type time. So I need to show integers. So what I did is I divided the timer by 1000, and I divided the preset time, sorry, by 1000 to get a value. So the preset time is 8 seconds, just like we saw in the documentation from factoryio. 8 seconds. So I divided that by 1000. So it's going to give me integer values. So either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, instead of 8000 and something, something, something milliseconds. So after doing that, I also divided the current time by 1000. So what time is it at that moment? So where you're going to get the current time is from here. So and it is also a data block. So filling tank timer, that's the name of the data block, dot timer, which is the struct, dot current time, which is this value here. So it's very easy to actually do drag and drop. Let's do Control Z. So it's very easy to do drag and drop. To create a data block is also straightforward. I just hope this guy ends. Oh no, not again. Okay, while he's doing it still, so divide it over here. So the current time divided by 1000 to get actual integer values that will be displayed on this screen here. So why that is that, the next thing is now, maybe I deleted this display countdown. Regardless. So the next is, oh, from the video, you're actually going to see a countdown. So from the highest, which is 8, so 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So how we did that, how we achieved that is by subtracting or displaying the output of a simple maths operation. So the simple math operation is subtract the preset time value, that's what time the user set, which is 8 seconds, from what the current time is. So 8 minus 1 seconds minus 2 minus 3 minus 4. So it's going to be showing the count, the drop down in the other aspect, which is here. So it's going to be 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's basically what we did. So at the end of the day, that's how you could see this. So let me do that. So once I push the button, countdown starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. And this guy cuts out. Okay, can this is still working. Our blue button is still showing. Sorry, the blue rotating button. Oh no no no! This has taken quite some time already. I think the iPod has frozen already again. Let me stop the simulation and see if anything will change. To crash factory to see if anything will change. Possibly this guy also. I don't just want to pause this video again. Still nothing. Okay, maybe I have to restart because anytime I pause video, what I do is to restart TI portal. Okay, okay, we are good to go. So after that, this is the countdown that is going to be displayed on the factory IO display. So now this particular math that we're doing here. So what I did is I moved it. I used the move block. So I'll be showing you how to do the move operation and how to use your data block actually from here. So let me minimize this. I use the move block to push it there. So move is like, if you're coming from a programming aspect, it's like equals to Anything that this guy, any value that this guy is, that should be what this guy should be. That's basically what I did. Now, for cutting out the whole power, so now once the current time is equals to the preset time, so once this countdown that is happening here, that we're dividing here, this guy is equals to the preset time, that means we've known that 8 minus 6 is equals to 0 already. Reset everything. So regardless of which of them was activated, do a reset to it. And that's basically what I did to come up with a solution for this guy called filling tank timer. It's taking ages for me to record down the process. Okay, so how do I do the data block so as not to waste much time? Or the move operation, where do I even see the move operation? Where do I see this equals to sign? Where do I see the sets? Where do I see the resets? So I'll see if I can cover that also. Even this div add and the likes of them all, where did I see them? So I think we're good to go with this guy. There's no need to open this guy. So let's expand this. Sorry. Okay, let me minimize. I don't know if you will see it on YouTube. What about 60? Okay. So basically, if you go to your instruction block here, go to general, sorry, not general, yeah, bit logic. Let me minimize this guy and minimize this guy. So this is your set and this is your reset. Another way to do that is to come here, bring your normal coil, then you see the orange button. Yes, this orange, sorry, I don't think you have to see it. Let me zoom in back to 19. So you see this orange button here. The orange button will give you a drop down that you use to select any of them. So that's for set and reset. Then you do your drag and drop. Then the next one would be the timer. So come here to timer operation, you see it here, time TOF, timer off delay, on delay. This is off delay, this is on delay, this is pause timer, and this is I've forgotten actually. Oh yeah, timer on, so on delay with reset. Now this guy is, oh wait, actually there was a project I was working on that made me remember. I was working on a project, like I was trying to give solution to something. I was looking for a way to reset timer. Later on, I'll check this after this documentation. So timer only with reset, and that's that for the timer. That's this guy. So moving on. So all of this div is divide. Then add subtract is subtract. So I got it from the math operation, math function. So this is add, subtract, multiply, divide, mode. I can't remember what this guy is. Increment, decrement, absolute values, and the likes of them all. That's where I got it from. Then move operation, I got it from move operation. To move, yep. And I think that was okay. Yeah, one more comparator to compare the current time and the preset time. I got that from your comparator operations. So this is equals to equal. So that's what I did. That's where I got it from. And yeah, that's basically all I did. And yeah, I had to add this data block. So same way you added a function to add new block, um, data block, then you put the name of the data block, and you'll be greeted with an empty input field like this, and then you put all the values you want. So once you click on struct, we'll be given a drop down again. So you now have to put content of your struct. So that's everything actually. I don't think there's any other new thing I did, or I don't think there's any other place I've not touched. Okay, yep, that was all. So that was how I was able to give solution to it. So up next, I'm considering trying to do an HMI design showing the operation with the start and stop push button, so that you also be able to operate with an HMI regardless of so that you're able to operate with an HMI without going to where the physical push buttons are to turn on or turn off the filling element. So yeah, that's that for today, and it's been a heck trying to record this or document this, guys. But yeah, it's one of those things. Lights out, fam.